fullness of eternal promise.
This week was very rewarding in many different ways. One being part of a team that worked so hard together, from the children all the way up through the adults, either cooking or cleaning up lots or constructing on different sites. Just a very special week to be a part of.
Now unfolding, all your children shall be holding.
One thing that God taught me in this trip was humility, seeing all the devastation and the people in need, and just seeing how much God has blessed me and my family, and it just has really showed me humility.
Let your love run over here and now.
One thing God taught me was to not take things for granted, because these people had lost everything they earned and had, but when I look back, we have all that stuff and we have more.
One thing that God taught me on this trip, one of many, was, and I think one of my daughters said it, was, being thankful. Looking at houses that were completely destroyed, belongings that obviously were washed away, and lives really just turned upside down, people that have nothing. Just being so grateful and so thankful for what we have.
One thing that God taught me on this trip was when there is time that there's not stuff to do, things kind of fall apart and we're standing around just kind of trying to figure things out. It's because God has a plan and a purpose for the time that He has just put a stop to things. It seemed like every time we had that downtime, someone or something would take place that was God ordained. We had many opportunities where we crossed paths with those that just needed to be prayed for, or just needed to be loved on, or encouraged, or to just be given hope.
Actually, Jesus is still teaching me a lot of things about going on a mission trip. First, he is still teaching me that if He leads me, if He calls me to go on a mission trip, then that's where He wants me to be. That's where I need to be, and that's where I want to be, always.
Well, one of the things that was like constantly repeated before we even boarded the bus was that you need to be flexible. And it sounded very easy at first, but it was definitely a challenge to me, so to be flexible.
The most wonderful thing I can think of is the fact that my kids and my husband and I all got to share this experience together, serving people, working hard, helping those in need.
One day when we were cleaning out Rosetta's garden, I found this letter. It was a Valentine's Day letter from somebody to Miss Rosetta, and it was written in cursive and all this stuff, and I kept it. So.
For our King is soon returning.
One moment from the trip was when we went to the park to hand out tracts to people who just drove by.
Even though we went in, I know all of us went in and we were totally expecting to hang out with a bunch of kids and everything. It was a lot different, and it was a good different. We went in and we got to just go in and also help with the construction with what we didn't think we were going to be doing, and it was really fun. And but to encourage other people to go, to be to not have expectations, because you may get down about it, and so just go in with a God-filled purpose, like God doeth like what you want with me, like here in this mission trip.
Testifying of the Son, what desire.
One moment that really stuck out to me on this trip was that we were serving, but we had blessed someone that was able to serve us. And I love some food. But Mama, who was a resident of Patton Village, the community where we were staying, was blessed to volunteer to cook for us. And she prepared lunches for us. She made some phenomenal food, and she took her Thanksgiving on Wednesday so that she could cook for us on Thursday. And she prepared such a feast that few have ever seen.
I would encourage, anyone to go on a mission trip because number one, it's what we're called to do as far as going out and spreading God's word. Again, being the hands and feet of Jesus and serving people and loving on people. I think when you have the opportunity, you definitely need to go because number one, it's going to make you want to go on another one. So that's a good starter, if you will. And then ultimately, you'll be blessed. Kind of like the rest of the team had said, you expect to go and be a blessing to others and just really pour out yourself to them. But what you find is that you probably get so much more in return from these people who appreciate what you've done, who just see the love of Christ in what you're doing, and just, in some cases bringing a smile to some kids' faces or some adults who probably haven't had a lot of joy recently in their life. And so just having a chance, like I said, to get out of your comfort zone, to get out of a pew, or in our case, a chair, and just go do something.